Where we are now in case of the market.
We are in the spring. I
In
always
the
say
spring.
people like a winter, summer, and I'm like, we are probably in a spring because kind of winter is definitely over, but summer is not here yet. When we talk about crypto and all the other cycles, we're always run by the Bitcoin and how Bitcoin does. This cycle is very different because this is the first time money that inflows to Bitcoin doesn't waterfall. Previously, it was money comes to Bitcoin, goes to alt, goes to meme, and it goes down and down and down, kind of a funneling. This time, the money that comes to Bitcoin is institutional money, and it is trapped in that bracket. It doesn't turn into investments to new project, unfortunately. Next Bullrun, in my opinion, will be about that disruptive projects that actually make change rather than being relied on Bitcoin's price. Therefore, we saw that there were days in last 3-4 months that Bitcoin will be green and entire market is red. Previously, it was never the case. If Bitcoin is red and everything was becoming red. Therefore, I think that is a very specific thing that we will all kind of yet to see how market becomes bullish. But also there are so many macroeconomic aspects like unemployment in US and elections, because US one of the big money printing houses, whether we like it or not. Like during pandemic, we saw a huge increase because everyone was getting free checks at their doorsteps and they were ready to experiment things. But today it's not the same. Also legislation. In Europe, there's a new legislation coming, which is much harsher for projects to build something big because now they will need more money just to hire legal teams rather than developers, which is, in my opinion, very stupid. If I'm building a startup, I would rather put my money to develop a product and marketing rather than hiring 3 lawyers just to do back and forth to make sure that the developer doesn't go to jail. Therefore, it's a very interesting place where opportunities are there, but we need like a catalyst of the market, whether it is about free money or cheap money, whether it is about labor. But also we see great things happening, for example, in the Middle East, where you have talent, money, and easier legislation that you can operate. Therefore, I think we are in that spring phase where we need yet to bloom and get the fruits and that bull run. But also, I think it's a great time to build because market isn't as dead as, I don't know, a year and a half or 2 years ago. There's still money, there's still investments happening. All these events that are again full, people are really excited. And I think everyone learned the lesson that if you are building in today's crypto market, you have to either focus on like a really robust project or product or a community, ideally both together. But previously, I think the last 2 bull runs were about just an idea and a cool guy coming and telling you an idea, selling tokens, taking the money, then thinking, what shall I do? Now it becomes like a traditional business where you have an idea, you take the money, you do MVP, you take more money and more money and more money to build along the journey. But last bull run was like, oh, I have an idea. Let's sell the tokens, take the money, then I will go.
And as a CEO, you must make a lot of decisions every day. What was one of your smartest during the previous several years?
2 smartest decisions. One is like very obvious one when we invested in Tone Foundation because we believe in all the new gaming and gamification of the industry. Because if we go back and look last 2-3 years, we haven't had much new people coming to crypto industry. It was the same people. And I myself, I'm sure you too, we always have, 4 or 5 wallets, 4 or 5 exchanges just to see what is the fees, who listed what, to have this understanding. For us, moving from one exchange to another isn't a big deal. Also, industry needs a fresh blood. And I think what happened with the Telegram community and Tone Foundation and all these games, it was able to onboard more and more new users, newbies. Yes, they might not be coming to trade thousands of dollars, but these people would come, do a wallet and research, get a token, learn how to sell, how to buy, what is different chains, and all these like questions are answered in a very gamified way. Therefore, I believe the impact of newcomers is very huge. And we were one of the first exchanges that did this bold move because everyone's like, oh, tap to earn games, it's the next memes, it's not worth it. We chose a different direction. And I think today we see a huge growth, also new users to our platforms thanks to this. And we were the first ones to list dogs, for example, and all these airdrops you could claim from the hamsters to cats and everything impacted a lot. But also there is like a business side of the things. I am a very like a decentralized mind person. I believe that you should hire smart people and they know what to do. You have to trust smart people. Therefore, since I took over a year and a half ago, I decided that instead of making all decisions centrally by myself, I want to empower everyone in my team to make their own decisions. And today at BitGet, we don't care who makes the decision, we care about the results. And if you are running, let's say, a market in Russia, you are head of Russian market, or you are heading a market in Brazil, you have all the power to decide which events to go, where to speak, who to invest with, rather than me sitting in Dubai or someone sitting in Singapore or someone sitting, I don't know, in London telling you what to do. But also with this decision-making power comes a lot of responsibility. Now you are the responsible for the result. If something goes wrong, we go and we sit and we discuss why it went wrong, how we can fix it. And it becomes all the time this making a decision, checking the result and seeing what is the impact. Instead of doing all decisions by myself, I empowered my team and it paid off. We were growing tremendously in almost all regions, even in the regions like Southeast Asia that we have very strong presence. We doubled in the markets like Latin America, Turkey, Africa. We did almost like a 5 to 13x in user growth. And in the first half of 2024, we managed to attract $700 million customer funds. It was the one of the top 3 largest growth in entire exchange industry. It means people come to BitGet to try to invest, but they also trust with their money. It's not just people coming and opening an account. It's actually people putting money in. And I always say, like, for us, the biggest growth number, definitely we love all our customers and serve, but it's also about trust, how much people trust you to bring their money, to trade on you, to invest on you, to stake on you, and so on.
Hey, if you like this video, don't forget to watch a full episode and also check the links in the description below.